A day in the life of a junior doctor working in Manchester. Good morning and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be taking you through a day in my life, a 26-year-old doctor, comedian and YouTuber. For me, every morning is a mad struggle to get out of bed. As I battle with the snooze button and it inevitably wins, I exit the comfort of my blankets and then make the bed. As always, I've snoozed so much that I've only left myself 15 minutes to leave for work. As I make a coffee and ponder whether to consume it orally or intravenously, #PO/IV, I make eggs on toast, the same breakfast I have most mornings. Because even though I'm running late, man still needs a cooked breakfast. I look out of the French doors at the state of gloomy, rainy Manchester, and then decide it's probably time to get ready for work. I watch an Ali Abdaal video in 5 times speed to make my day more productive, and then I brush, poop and shower. Not all at the same time. My daily carry contains my bag, a million pens, most of which do not have lids, a stethoscope which is almost always tangled with my badge, and my lunch which will probably leak into my bag later, causing me frustration. I head down to the car which is conveniently located underneath my building and then head into the hospital. The commute to work is only 15 minutes and usually I listen to an audiobook or call my mum on the way. When I arrive in the hospital, I park in the multi-storey car park, which reminds me of the first day at work when I was told to park in the MSCP. I was so confused asking people, where is the MSCP, until someone said, "Do you mean multi-storey car park?" The morning starts with a handover. I take a handover sheet and sit and listen to the night team that tell us about the patients on the ward. Our acute medical ward is split into zones, much like a war zone but with less fighting and more medicine, so I'm just taking the handover for the patients in my zone. The night team tell me any outstanding jobs for these patients, any procedures, and about the patients that are sick. During the morning, I do a ward round with the consultant. Normally the job of a junior doctor on the ward is to write the notes for the consultant as they do their rounds. But because this hospital is so high-tech, the consultant dictates the ward round, which gets electronically sent to his secretary, so by the end of the ward round, all of the writing has been done already. #magic. On the ward round, I discuss patients with the consultant, ask questions to improve my knowledge and keep a list of any tasks that need completing. My ward round consists of a 55-year-old man with cardiac chest pain, so crushing, exertional, left-sided chest pain who's waiting for a cardiology review, a 40-year-old female who's a heavy drinker admitted with hepatic encephalopathy or confusion related to alcohol use, a 30-year-old man with a sudden headache who needs a lumbar puncture to rule out a bleed in the brain, a 60-year-old with temperatures and a productive cough being treated for pneumonia on IV antibiotics, and then about 10 patients with COVID. For lunch, I head to the doctor's mess with my colleagues, also junior doctors in acute medicine. We chat about the morning and participate in hospital gossip. In the afternoon, I complete my jobs. Today I called a relative to give them an update about their unwell father with pneumonia. I called cardiology to discuss the patient with the cardiac chest pain, repeated bloods for the patient with encephalopathy, and reviewed the CT head for a patient with a headache, which was thankfully normal. A few of the patients with COVID went home, so I completed their paperwork and one of them was getting more unwell, so I called ICU, who were en route to come and see him. As the afternoon passes, I finish my jobs and then help the clerking team in A&E, admitting new patients who are coming into the hospital, initiating investigations and making plans. Most of these have COVID, so pretty much the plans are the same. Bloods, oxygen, steroids. Around 3:30 I head to M&S, which is a daily ritual as I know this is when they start discounting things. Because, although I'm a doctor, I am still Indian. We hand over any unfinished work to the on-call team who'll be on the ward in the evening. Straight after the handover at 5, I head to the car and straight to a personal training session. My PT sessions take place in an indoor-outdoor car park because I'm edgy like that, and I spend about 30 to 40 minutes trying to make some gains. After successfully attaining these gains, I head home. I spend most evenings writing and editing videos for the next few weeks, and then around 9:30ish, I clock off for good, make a hot choc, and watch some mindless TV, ready for bed around 11 o'clock. Ready for the same thing again tomorrow. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. If you did, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Every person that subscribes to the channel saves the life of a child. No, it doesn't save anything, but please do subscribe to the channel.